if you've been a person who has been wavering, who has been contradicting, who has been changing their affirmations, who has been changing their techniques, watching all these different videos, looking for all these different success stories, trying to find the next best thing because nothing worked for you in 2 days. Do you believe that you are a person who manifests in 2 days? Do you believe that you are a person who manifests instantly? Now that you're here, if you haven't done so already, I would love to invite you to come and join the free Discord community that I created, and also grab your free copy of the Manifest My Dream Life ebook. The link for both of those will be in the description below. Other than that, let's go ahead and get into the video. So I want to just make this real quick video about wavering, because whenever I made the post asking for different things that y'all want me to talk about, I'm still going to make videos over those things, but while I was reading through some of the comments, I just kind of got the idea that maybe I need to make a video about wavering. I don't know if I've done it before, but I really just want to touch on what wavering is, what it looks like, and how you're wavering in relation to why you don't have your desire, because that is honestly the thing that is probably keeping you back. If you say that you have been attempting to manifest something for so long and it hasn't manifested yet, you've been doing it for months, years, and it just hasn't manifested, it's because somewhere in there, you are contradicting your desire. You are contradicting having your manifestation. Now, just because you're wavering, you're dwelling, you're contradicting it, that doesn't mean that you are not going to get your manifestation. It doesn't mean that at all. But in my opinion, what it means is it can be delaying it for you. It can be prolonging it, especially if that's your reality. Now, I do believe that there are some people who, waver and still get their stuff instantly, or they waver and they still get their manifestations when they want them. That's an assumption that they've created for themselves. So you know your thoughts, you know your assumptions. So if you know that you have not identified as somebody who wavers but still manifests instantly, then you're wavering and you're prolonging your manifestation. And I say that just to bring awareness to it for you, because that's the only thing that ever keeps you from experiencing what it is that you want. When you reverse engineer, when you look at life before you knew about the law, before you knew that you literally were creating your entire existence, when you look back at past experiences in your life or previous experiences in your life, you will see how your thoughts, the things that you were always saying, the things that you were always thinking, correlated to the things that you experienced in your reality. Like, it's just inevitable. Your thoughts create your reality. Manifestation is literally a mental game of whatever you're thinking of dominantly, in whatever you're persisting in, whatever you're constantly identifying as, that's who you're going to be. That is the reality that you're going to experience. For those of you who feel like you have been doing everything you possibly can, I've tried this technique and that technique, and I've tried these affirmations and nothing is working for me, and I don't have my desire. You probably wavered in there, especially if you said you've tried all these different techniques, because the truth is the techniques aren't what's manifesting. It's you. The technique doesn't hold the power. It's you. So if you are scripting for 2 days and then you're like, well, I don't have my manifestation yet, so maybe I need to do something different to be able to get my manifestation. So let me go robotically affirm all day. Then you robotically affirm for one day, and the very next day you're like, nothing worked. So let me go and try and visualize. You're contradicting yourself. You are operating as a version of yourself who is trying to get something. And even though we all know whatever you affirm, whatever technique you choose, you're doing these things because you specifically want to experience something. There's nothing wrong with being aware of that. There's nothing wrong, because you just know, like, you're just aware that by me thinking these thoughts, by me doing this technique, that is what's going to get me my experience. But when you are coming from a place of lack, when you letting the ego take over, okay, and you're sitting here like, well, I need to change my affirmations because these aren't working, or I need to change the technique that I'm doing because it's not working and nothing is moving fast enough. You are, for one, affirming that nothing is working. You're affirming that nothing is moving fast enough. And because that is already who you've identified as previously, that's the reality that you're experiencing. So you have to be aware in those moments. You know what I mean? Be aware. Changing your affirmations nonstop because you feel like they're not working. That is wavering. Constantly changing your techniques because you feel like something is not powerful enough or something's not strong enough or you don't know what else to do. That is wavering. Constantly looking up different videos nonstop to see what the next trend is, to see what the latest manifestation technique is, to hear what somebody else is going to say. That's wavering. And then you also cause yourself confusion because you can listen to all the different people on YouTube, but we're all coming from a different perspective. Some of us have a very similar perspective, but then there are some who may say different things and it triggers you because you're like, well, the other person didn't say that, so which one is true, which one is right? Everybody's speaking from their own perspective and their own personal experience, so you have to decide what is true for you and what works for you. What works for somebody else may not work for you. You can get it to work for you, but go with the path of least resistance. Figure out what works the best for you. But the best thing that I can tell you to do is to literally lock in. Like, if you've never locked in before, if you feel like you have been trying to get this thing, you have been manifesting this thing, and it is just not working, have you locked in? And when I say locked in, have you said, I'm just going to stick to whatever affirmations come up for me, whatever affirmations feel good, I'm going to stick to those. You don't have to stick to a specific routine, but are you going to be consistent every day? Are you going to be consistent? I have days where I affirm like all day long, and then I have other days where I'm barely affirming because I have so much to do and so much to be present for. I don't tell myself, oh, I failed. Oh, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. No. If thoughts of the things that I'm manifesting came up, yes, my thoughts were aligned. If I had moments of mental capacity where I could affirm because I'm not focused on something, then yes, I'm going to affirm, even if it's only 5 minutes. But I'm not telling myself, oh, I didn't do enough. Oh, I'm not doing enough. Oh, nothing is working. No, you want to unidentify as that version of you because all of those things are wavering. And every time you are searching for something outside of yourself, to me, that's wavering because you're not trusting who you are. You're not trusting the creator that is within you, and you are seeking to something that is outside of you. Every time you are looking for something outside of you, to me, yes, that is wavering. So with this video, I didn't want to make it super long because wavering is very simple. You're contradicting your desire in some type of way. If you feel like you have been affirming and you have been doing this for a certain amount of time, whether it is 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, a year, whatever. If you do not have your desire, okay, then you need to change what you are doing, change who you are being, and be consistent in a new version of yourself. And trust me, I do the same thing sometimes. Like, there are things that I am like, this is it, this is what it is, and those things manifest very fast. And then there are other things for me that I know, I know that I've had limiting beliefs around, I've had resistance that I created, I've had blocks that I've created, I have previous experiences that I have emotionally held on to. And for me, my process with that is just realizing that stuff, uncovering that stuff, releasing that stuff. I will literally sit down and reevaluate my entire life around specific categories of things that I'm manifesting, and I will see my patterns. I will see my thought patterns. I will even see my physical patterns, and I will just write those things out, or I'll think about them and I'll be like, okay, how do I change this? How do I be a different version of myself? Because that's all you need to do. Be a different version of yourself. If you've been the version for so long that doesn't have, is searching to find, trying to get, you're not that person anymore, okay? You're no longer wavering. You're no longer looking. You're no longer waiting for anything because everything that you desire exists within you. And when it exists within you, dominantly, it exists externally, physically for you, okay? So remember that your reality is a reflection of you. If you don't hold on to anything else, just remind yourself of that. Your reality is literally a direct reflection of who you are. So if you've been a person who has been wavering, who has been contradicting, who has been changing their affirmations, who has been changing their techniques, watching all these different videos, looking for all these different success stories, trying to find the next best thing because nothing worked for you in 2 days, do you believe that you are a person who manifests in 2 days? Do you believe that you are a person who manifests instantly? Or do you believe that you have to work hard to get what you want and you have to put in some type of effort? Who have you identified as for so long? Realize that, recognize that, and that way you can change who you've been identifying as. If you know that you have been sitting down saying, it's taking too long, nothing is working, then you need to start identifying as somebody who I manifest instantly and I always get what I want right when I want it. Things always happen in perfect timing for me. I always get exactly what I want when I decide to get it. Like, start talking to yourself in that way, because if you haven't talked to yourself in that way and you're steady wavering, you're just creating this constant cycle of wavering, not having, searching for it, and that's just the cycle that you're on. I don't want y'all to be on that cycle. I don't want you to be on that cycle. I want you to recognize the unhealthy patterns, and I'm going to call them unhealthy patterns, but I want y'all to recognize the unhealthy patterns that you consistently do day in and day out. And if it pertains to something that you are doing outside of yourself, I want you to bring everything back within. Yes, you can look at success stories, but don't keep searching for success stories on the specific topic of something that you're manifesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, out of lack, it's totally fine to look at success stories. I'm not saying don't go look at success stories. I'm not saying to not look at them at all. I'm just saying sometimes they can be triggering, okay, because you're looking at a success story and this person manifested what they wanted in 3 days and you're like, well, I've been doing it for 14 days and it's not working. You're affirming. Every time you do something like that, you are affirming. Pay attention to what you are declaring, because that is the identity that you're being consistent in. To no longer waver, to no longer contradict your desires, is to just identify as another version of yourself. And you just identify as the version of yourself who has it. So I get it. In the beginning, you have already experienced a reality where you have tried this for so long and it just has not worked. So how am I supposed to sit here and tell myself a different story? Because you're the creator of your reality. That's how. Because your thoughts create your reality. Your dominant assumptions create your reality. What you persist in, what you believe to be true about yourself, who you identify as, that's what creates your reality. So if you're going to consistently complain, waver, dwell, and state circumstances, that's the identity that you're assuming. That's the reality that you're creating. So I just want you to be honest with yourself. If you've been that person who's wavering and all of that stuff, go ahead and decide. You are a powerful, limitless manifester. You get everything that you want right when you want it. Everything in your life is so perfect. Things move when you say so. Okay? You manifest instantly and right on time. Change your self-concept. Change your self-concept. If you've never worked on self-concept, absolutely do so. Change your self-concept. And what I'll do is I'll put some self-concept affirmations in the comments below. I'll have it pinned at the top just in case you need like some motivation or you need some ideas. And I want you to just take one of those self-concept affirmations and tell it to yourself for the rest of the week, okay? Tell it to yourself for the rest of the week and make it like your new identity. If it feels good, if it resonates, absolutely take that with you and affirm, okay? So I intend that this helps you in some type of way. I intend that this motivates you in a way where you no longer want to keep identifying as a person who doesn't have. You're not manifesting your desire. You're not trying to get your desire. You're not complaining about what you see in your 3D reality. You're not complaining about how long it's taken, because you're in control of all of that stuff. You're in control of all of that, including the time. You create the time to experience your desires. You create the time to experience life. So to collapse time is to no longer identify how long something is taking. Say how fast you experienced it. Say how fast you manifested it. Say how fast it appeared in your life. Man, I manifested that so fast. Yes, if you want to call it delusional, you're going to have to be a little delulu. It's just you identifying as a new version, because that's how the game of life works. Nothing, the pieces, the game pieces out here in the physical reality do not move until you move within. You use the instructions within, and then all the pieces externally out here move based off of your own commands, okay? Remember that. I want you all to remember that. So pump yourself up, okay? Let all the spiraling, wavering, get it all out, cry it all out, yell it out, whatever. And then from that point moving forward, you're only getting exactly what you want right when you want it, okay? Matter of fact, that thing manifested so fast. Your technique, whatever technique it is that you're using, that is the best technique for you. It works the fastest for you. Whatever is your favorite technique, say it works. Say it works, and it works so fast for you. And that's all you have to do. Just be mindful and show up as that version every single day. You can put yourself on a routine if you have to, because it helps to keep you organized, or you can just be mindful and be diligent daily of who are you identifying as, who are you being in certain moments throughout your day. All right. So if you have any questions or comments for me, please leave them down below. If you are interested in getting any guidance or assistance with your manifestations, you need a helping hand, you would like somebody to notice your limiting beliefs, notice where you are limiting yourself or maybe hindering your manifestation, I would absolutely love to help you. I have phone and email coaching available. The link for that is going to be in the description below. If you're interested in more of like a group coaching setting, then I offer that through my YouTube membership and also Patreon membership. Again, you can find the link for that in the description below. Other than that, if you watch this video until the end, I appreciate you so much, and I will see y'all in the next video. What's up, Creators Room? So I just want to say real quick that I appreciate you all so much for watching my video until the end. Sometimes I get comments about how I talk too much or my videos are too long. Whatever. I like to talk, I like to share, and I mean, that's what this platform is for anyway, right? So I just appreciate you all. Every time y'all leave comments, every time y'all leave the comments down below, I know that you're watching my videos all the way to the end, and I just feel like this sense of love, like, oh my gosh, I just love y'all so much. So thank you. I just want to say thank you for coming to my videos, watching my videos all the way through, commenting, subscribing. If you share my videos, like, I appreciate all of the love and all of the energy that y'all give me. So, because you made it here and we're talking about wavering, I just want to tell you again, you don't have to waver, okay? There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to fear. If you would just lock in, right? And locking in means ignoring every single circumstance that you see in your reality, okay? You have to completely ignore it. You know, acknowledge it if you need to, because I'm not saying to suppress things and to just be oblivious. Recognize it, realize it's there, understand how it got there because of the version of you that you were being. See how that circumstance, okay? See how that manifestation that hasn't arrived yet, see why you're experiencing that thing. Look at who you've been and look at what you're experiencing now. It all ties in together. So from this point moving forward, I would love for you to lock in, okay? Lock in and be the version who has what you want. Whatever your technique is, it works. Your affirmations, they work. You're no longer waiting for your stuff. Actually, you manifest so fast. You always get everything so fast. No matter what it is, things move at your command. Things move at your command. So I want you to put in the comments, if you've made it this far and if you would like to claim this, my reality moves at my command. My reality moves at my command. Go ahead and leave that in the comments down for me below. I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next video.